Welcome back to the Phoenix Neighborhood Patrol's YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our new log sheet. Recent upgrades to our online program have caused us to redesign our log sheet so it will be able to function with some of the new features of the program. You can still access the program at volunteer.phoenix.gov. Simply log in. We've covered this in other videos. Your credentials have not changed. Remember, your password is case sensitive. Go ahead and hit the login bar. And that will bring you to what's known as the dashboard. From here, there are two ways to open up a log sheet. You can select where it says Report Hours on the left, or where it says Report Service in the bottom center of the screen. If you use Report Hours, there'll be a couple more clicks before a log sheet opens for you. Every PNP member is assigned a job, or what the program calls an opportunity. All of them are titled PNP Patrol, but start off with the name of your local police precinct. Our sample person here is assigned to the 200 Precinct PNP Patrol. The easiest way to open up a log sheet is to select where it says Report Service under that opportunity or that assignment. You click on it, and that will open up a blank log sheet. This is the new log sheet. You'll notice it looks similar to the old one. That was done on purpose, but there are some specifics that have changed, which we're about to cover. You'll notice there's only one date field. On the old log sheet, we had two date fields, so you could have a starting date and an ending date. With the single date field, nothing has changed. If you're doing a log sheet for a single event, a single shift, you simply put that date. What has changed is if you're doing a time span, we're going to ask you to use the beginning date of that time span. So if you're going to do a log sheet for an entire month, go ahead and use the first of the month as your starting date. If you're doing it for a week, you would use the first day of the week for a starting date. The other part of the date works the same as it did before. You click in the box, a calendar appears. It defaults to today's date, and you simply click the date you would like to use. You can navigate back and forth a month. You can jump ahead, jump backwards, whatever you need to do. But once you find the date you'd like, select it, click on it. It will populate the field, and then the calendar disappears. How long can you do a log sheet for? The preferred method is one log sheet per shift. That's the preferred method, but we understand reality. The reality is most of you like to do log sheets by the week or the month, and that is acceptable. The one thing we will ask is that you never do a log sheet longer than a month. We have to do a quarterly report to the city manager's office broken down by months, and if you give us longer worksheets, that just skews the number. So please keep your log sheets less than a month long. Also, I skipped over it. There are specific requirements if you're going to do a mileage reimbursement log, like you must do one log per shift. But there are so many requirements for the mileage reimbursement program that I will do a separate video for logs relating to mileage reimbursement. The next field is the hours field. Now remember, these are full hours, so if you're out for a partial hour, I recommend that you can round to the next 15 minutes, then convert that to a decimal point. For instance, if you're out for an hour and a half, that'd be 1.5 hours. If you're out for an hour and 45 minutes, that'd be 1.75 hours. For this demonstration log sheet, we are recording the PNP class, which is only 4 hours long, so we're going to go ahead and enter 4 here. The next area, or the next field, is brand new. In the past, we had two separate hours fields, one for patrol time, one for admin time. With the new upgrades to the program, we can no longer do that, so we've developed this field where you can select which type of time you're recording. It defaults to patrol time. If you're recording patrol time, you simply leave that alone. If you need to switch it to admin, hit the drop down arrow. A box will appear where you can select admin time. For people who are interested, patrol time is any time you spend patrolling. Whether you're patrolling your neighborhood, a group patrol, or helping somebody patrol their neighborhood, it's patrol time. Admin time is all other time that's related to PNP that's not patrol time. It could be attending meetings, working on your newsletter, working on your grant paperwork, or even attending the PNP class. Now this log sheet, this sample one we're doing is for the PNP class. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and select admin from the drop-down box. It will populate the field, and then the box goes away. This next field is your total miles. Generally, you'll use this only for patrol time, and this is the total miles you patrolled in your neighborhood. Don't worry about decimal points, just round it to the next full mile. A little bit difficult if you're walking, but you can leave this one blank. You don't have to put anything in here, but for this case, I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 in there, just so we know we didn't skip it. The next 3 areas are kind of all combined. They are all optional unless this is a mileage reimbursement log sheet. Again, it's optional. You can put in your starting odometer, your ending odometer, and your license plate. Like I've said before, there's a lot of requirements specific to mileage reimbursement log sheets because they are grant funded, and I plan on having another video out specifically to cover mileage reimbursement log sheets. The next area is the notes area. This is where you put in your shift notes of your volunteer time, whether it's patrolling or admin. These are your notes. Now, if you do have to put something in there you would like us to review, understand that we do not review every single log sheet that comes in. With over 4,300 trained PNP members, that's not a possibility. But if you have something you'd like us to look at, shoot us an email at pnp.coordinator@phoenix.gov. Let us know the date of your log sheet and your PNP badge number, and we'll be happy to review it for you. One of the things I would like you to do, especially if you're going to be doing a time span worksheet or log sheet, please put a description of the time span here so it makes sense. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You can put for the month of and then have the name of the month there, or for the week of, something like that. That way we can look at the beginning date and we know how long of a time span this particular log sheet was done for. For this particular example one, we are going to put in here, we attended the PNP class, we learned a whole lot, and we enjoyed ourselves, something to that effect. Your log sheet is technically done at this point. There's one more step. Everything in this program has an action button. It's okay, submit, whatever. The one for log sheets actually is titled Submit Service. Once your log sheet's done, you're ready to turn it in, you must select Submit Service. One of the things I've noticed is, depending on which computer I'm signed on to, the Submit Service button isn't always visible. It's at the bottom of the screen. Sometimes it's barely on the screen. Sometimes it's on the next screen. You may have to scroll down for it. Make sure you find the Submit Service button, select it. Once you click it, your log sheet will disappear, and in a couple of moments you should get a message that says that your log sheet was successfully submitted. If there are any errors, it will give you an error message and tell you what those were so you can correct them. This one was successfully submitted, so at this point you have an option. You can submit another entry by clicking the Submit Another Entry box, where it would just open up another blank log sheet. In this case, this is going towards the end of our video. We're going to go ahead and hit the Close button, close down that box. It takes us back to the dashboard. From here, we are done for the day, so we're going to go ahead and log out. And that will bring us back to this main sign-in page. And that will bring us to the end of this video. Please check back often. We plan on having many more videos the next few weeks covering all the upgrades to the program. These videos are always available on the Phoenix Neighborhood Patrol YouTube channel. And one of the easiest ways to find our YouTube videos is to go to our webpage, pnpmembers.com. Links to all of our YouTube videos are there, and there's lots of other great information on this page. So that brings us to the end of our video. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Have yourself a nice day.